Nemesis Prima.
Hello there, I am Nemesis Prima, and today we are looking at Infernac Universe Nucleus from the Legacy United Transformers line. Picked this guy up from Walmart. I was actually kind of surprised to see him on shelves, but I was also very happy because, honestly, I wanted this guy for a little bit. Because I think that he just looks cool. Let's get him out of his packaging here. Four main little clips. And immediately you've got him interesting. Let me adjust this down. Taking a look at this guy, we've got some very nice silver and gold paint happening along with the white, or the slightly off-white, and then the slightly darker gray going on. He's trying to fall apart on me. He does not seem to possess, oh, he does. He can turn his head, but he cannot look up or down. He has a swivel on the shoulder. He can swing out. He can go a bend at 90 degrees. And he has some hand movement thanks to a ball joint in his hand. He's got a waist swivel, over 90-degree bend at the knee, so his leg seems to want to pop off. It's fine. He's got a thigh swivel, ankle tilt, and pivot. So I think this guy's going to be a lot of fun to pose around. Even if he gets a little silly here and there. Our vehicle mode is a surprisingly elegant rock space car that does in fact roll, which is very nice to see. I like that they included the wheels there. And it manages to make a pretty monotonous color palette look really good. I kind of wish there was maybe a little more silver on the rocks here, but I can really forgive it because this is honestly, I think, one of my favorite Infernac looks. I haven't seen many more that do it as well as this one, and I think it's really nice. Weapons wise, this guy's got a really big old satellite club thing, or booster club. I can imagine just this big brute smacking someone and knocking metal right off their face. He's also got this pretty neat shield, which also, if you want, can just be stored on the back as kind of a neat backpack. Keeps it nice and simple and doesn't do too much. He's a little limited, I will say. His lack of heels makes him a little wanting to fall over on the back, at least that I've noticed. He's got a little bit of heel, but if it's not oriented right, he just wants to fall over. But his arms are a little loose for my liking. But he's got a pretty nice amount of range and posability, and I think he's a lot of fun. Transforming our big guy is a pretty simple but pretty fun transformation. I start by removing his weapons. Then we're going to go ahead and flip back his fists and his shoulders untab and slide up, allowing his chest to untab. It takes a little bit of force, I won't lie, but it pretty cleverly swings out and up, which then allows you to spread his chest and flick down his head. Then we're going to come back to the feet, which, because of it being an armorizer, does tend to get a little bit fall aparty. But in this case, it holds together well enough that I'm pretty fine. Tab together the legs and feet. Go ahead and collapse the feet. And we're going to swing them all the way around. And then the arms will hinge in on this one. Make sure they're rotated, and then they will slide up into place. Or pivot up in place, I suppose. Like so. And like so. Make sure everything's nice and lined up, and we have the car mode almost complete. We take our shield / backpack, put it in a place where it would be as the backpack, or actually, sorry. Let's try that again. First, we're going to take our little thrusters. This one will go on the left side with the point, and the one without the point will go on the opposite side, pegging into these little holes that are shaped about the same. Then we'll take our shield / backpack, and the reason for that being specifically on this side is because it has a little slot for it. That will just peg into place. And boom, we have our space car. And I think it looks pretty damn good. It's a pretty fun transformation, pretty simple transformation, but I think it kind of keeps me coming back, and I like how it feels. Unlike the weaponizers that I oh so dread, the armorizers feel a little more solid. At least this guy does. He feels more solid, he feels more enjoyable. And I think that the car mode is just fantastic for being made out of igneous rock. It's a lot of fun. It's really shiny in places, which I like. Crows like shiny things, cats like shiny things, I like shiny things. It's a fact of life. So I think if you want a fun toy that looks really elegant for being, a rock person in the Transformers universe, I think it's so worth picking this guy up. He is a lot of fun to transform. He is a little bit tight in places, and I do worry about breaking him sometimes. But I think it's just a lot of fun. He's a really fun figure. He's a little goofy, but I like him. I like the goofy boy. Now, if I can, finish transforming him, I thought I would finish him by the time I finished that sentence, but I didn't. Foot. Boom. He is trying to control my computer, apparently. yeah, like I said, his shoulders are a little weak. But that's just my copy. I'm sure that can be fixed with a little bit of pledge and some fandangling. But, you know, to be fair, I too struggle with my left arm being pretty weak, so I think he's worth it. I think he's worth a $5. He is an armorizer, so here is the recommended armorizing that they showed, which is Cybertron Hotshot with Nucleus parts. He's got his arms here to make these big old beefy shoulders, his big old club, shield, and a little bit of accent of the rock on the feet, which does look pretty cool, I have to admit. It does look a little silly with the arms. You can kind of tell that they're arms, but at the same time, I enjoy him for just the figure out he is, and the fact that he can do this is still pretty cool. Here he is next to his armorizing buddy, and I think that these two are a lot of fun together, but also a lot of fun separately. He is a little bit shorter, but Hotshot is a pretty damn tall figure, especially for a deluxe. Comparing him to a different deluxe, here we have Deluxe Skids, and they're about the same height. He's got a little bit more on him here with his little head poke, but they're about the same size. Yeah, he's a decently sized little deluxe. I think if you're looking for a little bit of fun, a little bit of something different, he's really pretty to look at, and he's a lot of fun, so I think he's worth picking up. Anyway, until next time, this is Nemesis Prima signing off. Bye!